Last time we have discussed about the laws of inheritance proposed by the Mendelian laws. Three laws are there. Law of dominance, which based on the monopoly laws. Law of segregation, also called as the law of purity of memory. This is also based on the monopoly clause on after generation. And the third law is the law of independent assortment. This is based on the direct cross. Now see, next one is a back cross and taste cross. Back cross. See here, back cross and taste cross. What is a back cross? If you know that the general crossing process, here two homogeneous parent plants are crossed with them, and then we have to get the F1 progeny. This is the hybrid, either mono or derivative. So see here, if we cross the homozygous tall plant with homozygous dwarf plant, the gamete produced by homologous dwarf plant is capital T, while gamete produced by the dwarf plant is small t. In F1, when fertilization of F1 generation is produced, this progeny is produced, it is a heterozygous tall. This is a heterozygous. The F1 progeny is heterozygous. What is a back cross? Back cross is a cross between F1 progeny and its any one parent, either this one or this one. Any one parent. Meaning here, this is the F1 progeny here crossed with the dominant parent, or F1 progeny crossed with the recessive parent. These both crosses we have to call as a back cross. A cross between F1 progeny and its any one parent is nothing but the back cross. See, next one is the taste cross. Taste cross is one of the back cross. Here, a cross between, this is nothing but a cross between F1 progeny and its recessive parent. Only recessive parent. When cross performed in between the F1 progeny and its recessive parent, this back cross is called taste cross. When only this one, this is the F1 progeny here. When cross with the recessive parent, so this cross we have to call as a taste cross. So taste cross is the back cross. But this back cross is called a taste cross because here this is the dominant parent. So this back cross we can't say taste cross. This taste cross, but taste cross is the back cross. But all back crosses are not taste cross. Because your condition is that the parent must be recessive parent, not the dominant. See, this taste cross is very simple. This is simple, predictable, and may repeated repetitively. This is repeatedly process. Taste cross. What is the use of taste cross? So on the basis of taste cross, we can determine either the plant is homozygous or heterozygous for the trait. Used for the determination. Of any plant, either homozygous or heterozygous. or heterogeneous. Either this plant is homozygous or heterozygous. So here we have to determine the plant nature either homozygous or heterozygous on the basis of taste cross. Also, this process used to introduce the recessive trait. Recessive trait in self-pollinated hybrid. Self-pollinated hybrid. See here an example. When purple colored pea plant, cross with white color pea plant, white flag pea plant, the plant which produces white color flag, is purple color flag sometimes, white flag. See, you have to take capital W as purple and small w as white. So, actually, we don't know what is the phenotype of this purple plant. Suppose anyone which is there, anyone plant is there, we don't know the genotype of the particular plant, so we perform the back cross. If when we perform the homologous, anyone purple plant with the perform the cross between the purple plant and a homologous white plant. This is the dwarf character, recessive character, so it appears only the homologous condition. So we should check either this purple plant is homozygous or heterozygous. When we perform such crossing, if all the effluent progeny produced during this cross bears purple plant, then we have to say that this purple flower is homozygous. But if there is a ratio, 50-50% ratio, 50% purple and 50% white, then we have to say that this is a heterozygous purple. See here. Two conditions. Homologous purple plant cross with the white plant, white flat plant. F1 progeny. Here, as this purple color is dominant, so all the F1 progenies bears purple plant. If this purple plant is homozygous, but if purple plant is heterozygous, see another condition. Cross with the white plant. The white plant, this white color is a recessive, so appears only the homozygous condition. So here it produces two types of colors. It produces different type of color. This is purple color plant. This is white. So on that basis, so here on that basis we can determine either this purple flower producing plant is homozygous or heterozygous. So this is the taste cross, use of the taste cross. And also used to introduce recessive trait in the self-pollinated hybrid. So this is about the Mendelism. This is about the Mendel different laws, and here after that the many experiments were performed and they proved that the phenomenon of Mendelism is not universal. Several deviations occur, several different results they obtain apart from that Mendelian concept. So this is what as a neo-Mendelism, post-Mendelism or neo-Mendelism. See, deviation from Mendel as a neo-Mendelism. Actually, Mendelian concept states that one trait, one gene, two alleles, pair. It states that one in the allele, two alleles, one allele is completely dominant over other. One is completely dominant. And independently assaults. During gametogenesis, each gene independently separates and enters the gametes without dependence on its previous parent. So here, alleles independently assaults. This states by the Mendel. But apart from these, several experiments shows different results, and that we also call as neo-Mendelism. Deviations from the Mendelism. This is the neo-Mendelism concept. Here in the neo-Mendelism, where actually different scientists perform the experimentation and they stress that there is a two types of interaction occurs between the allele. The expression of traits, characters is due to the interaction of the alleles, and that interaction of alleles are of two types. Here one is intragenic interaction. Intragenic interaction, and another is intergenic interaction. Intragenic interaction and intergenic interaction. Two types of interaction are there. Here, intragenic interaction means the interaction between the alleles of same gene. Different alleles of same gene, they interact and express the character. So such interaction of alleles is called as intragenic interaction. The interaction of different alleles of same gene. Interaction of different alleles of same gene. This is nothing but the intragenic interaction. Here two phenomena we have to observe. That is the codominance and incomplete dominance. Codominance and incomplete dominance, these two phenomena are example of intragenic interaction. Intergenic interaction, this intergenic interaction is that the interaction of alleles, different alleles of non-identical or different genes. Interaction of alleles of different genes is nothing but the intergenic interaction. Here, the phenomena of pleiotropy, epistasis, polygenic inheritance. These are the phenomena of example of intergenic interactions. So this is about the neo-Mendelism. After that, we will see the incomplete dominance and codominance.